Are you tired of feeling bad because your budget fell apart? Or maybe it just feels like you can never catch a break in your finances? Today, I'm going to share something that can help. Imagine heading into the next month with a little extra cash in your pocket just because you hit pause for 31 days. Hi, and welcome back. Today, I'm super excited to share with you how we're doing our no spend month. We're doing a no spend January, but really any month is a good time to start one. Our goal this year is to save money, live more simply, and to be more intentional with our spending habits. Today I'll give you some clear-cut rules that we started and some tips to consider and hopefully some motivation to make your no spend month easier, doable, and rewarding. Let's get started. First, let's talk about some no spend rules that we've decided on for our no spend month. We'll still be paying our bills and buying groceries, but we won't be spending money on non-essentials or impulse items. I'll show you our essential list that we'll be spending money on this month. Pay your rent or your mortgage if you have one, gasoline, your utilities, other bills that you may have, and groceries, but we'll be shopping a little smarter, and more about that in a little bit. Plus any medical expense that may come up. Our non-essential list are things like no fast food, no restaurants, coffee to go, or stopping for treats on the way home just because you had a stressful day. We're going to use up all of our cleaning products, supplements, and beauty products before we buy anything new. No new clothes, decor, or thrifting. No extra snacks at the grocery store. And we'll also be paring down our streaming services. We're not going to eliminate all of them because it is January in Wisconsin, but we are going to be paring them down. We do have two exceptions. If we have any unexpected family or friends and we go out to eat and it doesn't make sense to travel all the way back to our house, that's fine. There's no guilt, no shame in spending time with those we love. And the other one is I will be continuing to buy supplements that are specific to cancer care. All right. Tip number one is to identify boundaries and triggers and then a plan on how to combat them. And this is what we came up with for us. No fast food or coffees to go. And for us, what has helped is to be prepared ahead of time. If we're out for a walk or running errands for half of the day or something like that, it can sometimes feel like an adventure. And of course, an adventure, you need a treat. What we're trying to do is have a mindset shift and focus on the activity instead of rewarding ourselves with a small treat. And these are a couple of things that we're doing to help combat that. So we have brought a thermos of coffee, and we also pack a few snacks that we keep in the truck, like nuts or beef sticks, something like that, for when we start to get hungry. Another thing that we're doing is using up all of our cleaning products, supplements, and beauty products before we buy anything new. If we run out of a product, we will either use a substitute that we already have, or we can look online and see if there's a recipe with items that we already have here on hand and see if we can make something that'll work as well. Take an inventory on your supplements and your over-the-counter medications. Knowing what you already have can help you from not buying the same thing over and over and over again. Also, if you have two supplements that are really similar, use up both of those before you buy something new. Using up beauty products. How many bottles of lotion or almost gone lotion or just lotion that we don't care for the scent, but we still kept it. Use them all up before we buy anything new. You can use old toothpaste that you didn't care for or shampoo that you didn't like. You can use those for household cleaners as well. As for no new clothes, decor, or thrifting, we're usually pretty good about that because we don't want to bring something in that just adds clutter to our house. But over the last year, I've had breast cancer and I've needed new clothes and other items for convalescing after surgeries. Plus, I put a lot of decluttering and purchasing decisions on hold because I just didn't have the mental space for it. Putting a pause on purchasing things and instant gratification has really helped me to have more clarity, and it feels like I'm moving forward with my life. Tip 2, pantry, groceries, and meals. For us, food is our number one flexible budget item, and this is what we're doing to cut costs. We're actively using up what we already have at home before buying anything else. We are working our way through our pantry and our freezer. We're trying to shop smarter as well. We aren't purchasing any unhealthy snacks like brownies or chips or even cereal. Another thing with our groceries that we found is that if you buy fresh romaine and you cut it up, that lasts a lot longer than the bagged salads. Using fresh cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, radishes, Brussels sprouts, cutting those up, in bulk, and then putting them in a salad, or you can have them as a snack, just on their own. They last a lot longer than some of the other vegetables. We cut our coffee expense by using the grounds from a pour over, using those for 2 cups of coffee instead of just the 1. We're making cheaper meals too, so soups, stews, and casseroles. We're also freezing any leftovers that we have, and they make super easy meals, quick meals, just adding a vegetable and a salad, and we're good to go for another meal for the day. Having healthy, pre-cooked food like that for us has been such a lifesaver if we're really fatigued that day, or we just have a lot of things on our mind or a lot of appointments that day. That way we can still stick to our budget and also still eat healthy. When we're munchy at home, instead of ordering a pizza, we are having more protein snacks like cheese and sausage, or we have some of the leftovers from the freezer. Okay, so meal planning for me is super stressful for whatever reason. But I know that it can really save a lot of money. So what I'm doing instead is I am planning meals for 2 or sometimes 3 days, and I'm okay with that. And then I will make a large chicken or several chicken breasts. I'll make it all at one time, and then I'll take 2 cups or whatever, and I will put that in the freezer so that I can have it later. You can even ask Google AI, what can I make with leftover chicken? And it'll give you a ton of recipes. In fact, today I had some tuna fish, some canned tuna fish in the pantry, and I was like, what do you make besides tuna fish sandwiches, which I didn't want? And so I Googled it, and I made a tuna fish bake, and it was really good. And we mixed in some broccoli and cauliflower, and it was super good. Tip 3 is to evaluate streaming services and other entertainment. What we've decided to do is to just cut back on our streaming services and then not spend anything on entertainment. It is January in Wisconsin, and we did want to have some options to watch. We already have Amazon Prime, and with that we get the free Amazon Prime streaming. We also have BritBox, that is I think it's $10.99 a month, and we really enjoy a lot of the shows and movies on there. And then the other thing that we have is, it's called Stars, and we have a special rate of 99 cents a month. So those are the 3 that we're keeping. We did get rid of Paramount Plus. It was almost $17 a month. I have no idea how we even started that. But anyhow, we did, and we canceled it. We also came up with a list of free things that we can do this month instead of watching movies all month long. Things like walking in the neighborhood, walking in a new neighborhood, or on a hike. There are a few scheduled candlelight hikes in our state forests. We have a zoo that's open year-round that we can go and visit. A lot of museums in the area will have free museum days, so we can go to the museum that way as well. We're also using this time to plan our vacation this summer. We have a family reunion that we'll be going to, and we're super excited about that. So we're trying to think of different things that we can do as we drive out to Colorado. We can also declutter or reorganize our space or our clothes. And in fact, I just did just a little bit. It wasn't like a huge declutter or anything like that, but just a few things. I looked around, I was like, what can I sell online? And I was able to find 3 things, and I sold them online and made $51. My plan this month is to also go through all of our physical photos and to try and curate them into a more manageable collection. If you choose to do a no-spend month, just remember it's not about deprivation or punishment or making yourself miserable. It's just a financial reset, that's all. Even if you slip up, keep going. Saving on the day-to-day things can really add up over the month, and it can also help with a better understanding of our spending habits. And that's it. What's your take on a no-spend month? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.